It's the Black Real Estate Dialogue. Tune in.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Black Real Estate Dialogue podcast. If you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe, leave a rating and review on whichever platform you're listening to this on. It'll help us move up in the rankings and also help us to reach more people. So thank you in advance for supporting us in that way. Also, if you want to join the Bread Real Estate Investing community, you can do so for just $1 for your first week. Check out all the content, come to some sessions, and see if it's a good fit for you. If you're interested, go to blackrealestatedialogue.com or click the link below in the show notes. I have not done a solo episode in a very long time, so I'm excited to dive into today's topic. Very relevant for our community, something that's happening currently. And so very, very excited to jump into it. So let's do it. So today's topic is Bruce's Beach. You may have heard about the recent news taking place with Bruce's Beach. But Bruce's Beach was a beach resort in the city of Manhattan Beach, which is a suburb of LA, and it was owned and operated by and for African Americans. Bruce's Beach provided the African American community with opportunities unavailable at other beach areas because of racial segregation, which obviously you all know quite a lot about. So that's just context and background on Bruce's Beach. And so in 1912, Willa Bruce purchased the first two lots in Manhattan Beach with her husband for about $1,200, and it will be the first West Coast resort for Black people. So at this time, nothing like this existed. Obviously, we couldn't go to beaches out here in California. And so this was a game changer at the time and something that was a great accomplishment. Obviously, as well, the neighbors weren't happy. White neighbors weren't happy. They faced a lot of hostility. They had burnings, mattresses being burned. The KKK gave them quite a hard time. So it was just a tough time, tough territory for them to be operating within. But in spite of this, they had a lot of success. A lot of out-of-towners came to spend time, go to the beach, go to the resort. People who were local got to go to the beach, got to go to the resort, and just enjoy California life as everybody else was doing. There were even Black families that built houses in the area as well, beach houses in the area as well. And so they had a really good run for about 12 years. And then unfortunately, the property was acquired via eminent domain in 1924 and closed down. And so the city claimed there was an urgent need to use the land for a public park, which really never materialized until decades later. The property sat vacant for decades until it was transferred to the city, and there was a city park that was put in that place. They eventually renamed it to Bruce's Beach in 2007, I suppose, to honor the original owners of it or whatever. But that's kind of how that went down. And at the time, the family and three other families sued because of racial prejudice. At the time, the Bruces sought out $120,000 in compensation, and another family asked for $36,000. The breakdown of the Bruces is they wanted $70,000 for their two lots and $50,000 in damages. So they went through years of litigation, and eventually they received about $14,500. The other families received between $1,200 and $4,200 per lot. Now, during this time, the Bruce family was trying to move their business to somewhere else within Manhattan Beach. They faced a lot of pushback, and the city made it virtually impossible for them to move their business anywhere else. And so they ended up doing domestic work, working as cooks for the rest of their life, from what I'm able to read out here in the LA area. And they died in poverty, which is, really, really sad. And now the two lots the property sat on are valued at about $75 million. And so just think about over the past about 100 years, all of the wealth that the family missed out on because of eminent domain and the city claiming they needed the land for public use, which is just crazy to me. But there's a brighter side at the end of the story. California Governor Gavin Newsom recently signed a bill allowing the land to be transferred back to the family on September 30th, 2021. And so I really wanted to talk about this just because many people may not be aware of this and what took place. with the Bruce family. And the thing is, I'm fairly certain there are countless families all over the country who experienced seizure of their land for no reason. And, I'm happy that the family is getting the land back. Obviously, there's decades and decades of pain and trauma because of, what happened so many years ago. But, I'm looking forward to seeing what the family does with the land. I really want to interview someone from the family just to talk more about it and just highlight that story. But, hopefully it's something that can happen throughout the country, and families whose land was unjustly taken can get it back and start generational wealth for their family. So, it's a story that I've followed quite a bit. I've read a ton of articles about it and, just learning more. But I just wanted to give a quick overview for you all of what went down. And I encourage you to look it up, read more about Bruce's speech. And, for me as well, the amazing thing is, 1912, right? Between 1912 and 1924, for a family of African Americans to have done what they did back then and just have that foresight to just build a place that, our people could be comfortable at in the midst of the tumultuous times they were experiencing back then is something to be commended. Their courage to do it in a place where others didn't want them, but they simply just wanted to enjoy the coast. They wanted to enjoy the beach and the California lifestyle like everybody else. And so, I'm very much looking forward to seeing what the family does with the property. I haven't been able to find anything concrete about what they plan to do with it, but again, hopefully I can interview one of the descendants just to see, what their plans are, and just to talk more about what that process was like for them in terms of reclaiming the land. So that's just a quick mini episode. Just wanted to make sure you all were updated on Bruce's Beach and what's happening with Bruce's Beach. Let me know what your thoughts are. I look forward to hearing what your thoughts are and look forward to dropping some more amazing episodes. Thank you all so much for your support as well. And then one more thing. So we are opening up ad space for businesses on our page and also on the podcast. So if you're interested, send me a DM and we can talk some more and have our team talk to you some more. But until then, I really appreciate it. And if you're interested in joining the Bread Real Estate Investing community, all you have to do is go to blackrealestatedialogue.com for more information, or you can click the link below in the show notes. Also, don't forget to subscribe, leave a rating and review. It'll take 30 seconds max. So thank you all so much for your support, and I look forward to hearing from you all soon. Hi everyone, Sam here from the Black Real Estate Dialogue. Make sure to hit that notification bell and that subscribe button and to visit us at blackrealestatedialogue.com.